Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So I'm not gonna hold you today, but in honor of Mother's Day, I just wanted to stop by and just give you an encouraging message. I am qualified to give you this message because I'm a mother myself, a mother of a 10-year-old, and I love my daughter. This truly has been an amazing journey during the last decade of being able to raise her, spending time with her. This is like my little bestie. I won't call her broke bestie because homegirl ain't broke, okay? My baby is not broke, but that is my bestie, and we have a love-hate relationship. So just to give y'all a little background of how this all started, I still can remember so vividly of when I first found out that I was pregnant with my daughter. At the very tender age of 23 years old, I found that I was pregnant with my daughter, and it was one of the toughest decisions that I had to make, deciding on not what to do, because to be honest with you, from the time I was a little girl, I actually had a friend right out of high school that lost her life. I'm always so triggered when I remember her. I had a friend out of high school who lost her life during an abortion, and I cried so hard when I found out what she was how she lost her life, when I found out the story, because I didn't speak to her during those months, because we had just gotten out of high school. But you know, as word started to spread, I found out the details, and it was so heartbreaking, and I vowed to myself that I would never put myself through that. And I praise God that I haven't had to make such a tough decision. So at the time that I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I knew that I was going to keep her. I knew that I was going to begin this journey, but I was yet scared of what the journey ahead would look like. And I wasn't sure as well. My mother wasn't here. My mother lived in Canada at the time. My brother lived in Canada. My little sister lived in Canada. My other sister was in Tallahassee, and I was all alone here. I was all alone here, and I struggled because I didn't know where was I going to get help. Everyone usually takes the child to grandma's house. Grandma's not here. So I really did struggle with that, but I praise God for the strength. I praise God for having my cousin around, because I lived with my cousin at the time. I praise God for my daughter's father's family, who were very supportive and was just there for me during that time, which allowed me to continue, which allowed me to, you know, be stress-free during my pregnancy. But yet it was still a hard journey, and giving birth was hard. Having my daughter being stuck at home postpartum was hard. It was tough. It was tough. And I can give you more details, and I plan on giving you more details as I continue on this YouTube journey. So if you are pregnant, if you are expecting, if you are a mother, I wanted to stop by today on Mother's Day, during Mother's Day week, to just encourage you, give you some type of encouragement. It will be okay. It will be okay. Seek help. Do not try to take this journey on alone. That is the one thing that I've learned as well as being a mother, is that it's okay to get help. It is okay to allow someone to watch your child. I am one of those. I wanted to raise my daughter. I didn't want my daughter to be raised by her grandmother. I could have easily just given her dad's mom and be like, hey, you know, I need help. Can you take her? Her dad's godmother wanted to help. Always was, hey, drop her off on the weekends. Enjoy your life. And I was so grateful that I had that type of support. But yet I still pushed myself to make sure that I was there with my daughter. I spent so much time with her. She was always with me. But as she's gotten older, I have allowed her to venture off to spend more time with her other family members, to spend time with her cousins, and it's just been able to give me the opportunity to spend time with myself and to get back the years that I've spent raising her towards the beginning, which allows me to do videos like this for you all. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help and to reach out if you are in need. Know that help is available to you, and a community as well. Having a community to depend on, you're gonna need, like you have always heard, it takes a village to raise a child. Listen, it really truly does take a village, because if I told you I did this alone, I did not. There were people that I can call on to help me, to watch my daughter for me, to pick her up from school. I actually went back to school as well during my daughter's first 5 to 6 years of life, working full-time, going to school full-time, and being a mother, and it all worked out. I didn't know how it was going to work, but I had a great mentor. I had a great mentor who told me at the time when I was making this decision, I said, it's just not the right time to go back to school. And she said, tell me when it's going to be the right time. What would make it the right time? And I looked up, and we're on the phone, and I looked up and I looked around my room, my bedroom, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, what would be what do you need? And I'm like, well, when I have somebody to watch her, you know, that's dependable. She said, do you have somebody dependable now? I'm like, no. And she was like, do you think you'll ever have somebody dependable? And I'm like, well, people aren't dependable. She said, exactly. It would never be the perfect time. It will never. So you create the perfect moment. And she was absolutely right. And I can tell you, the first day I had to go to class, I didn't have a sitter for my daughter. But yet, and I cried. I was in my car crying, so I should have never registered. I'm not going to be able to make it through. But God saw me through it. God saw me through it. And I'm so grateful for her aunt, Aunt Jill, who was just there with helping me with her, picking her up from school for me at times as well. And I'm just grateful. Like, God will work it all out. God will work it all out. Don't forget to take care of yourself as a mother as well. I think we oftentimes want to be such a great mother that we forget to save time for ourselves. One of the things that I learned is, listen, putting my daughter to bed early. I learned that because I have to save some type of hour within the day so that I can have time for myself. Which when I started doing that, it was so much easier for me to manage the load. I put her to bed. I had time to go shower, and having to shower without a child staring at you, watching you, talking to you, and just having to be in your thoughts where you can play music was so amazing. So that was a great burden lifted off my shoulder as well. So make time for you. Me time is always important. Don't forget to seek for help. Again, I'm just here to encourage you. I'll share more on my journey of being a mother. But on this wonderful, wonderful 2023 Mother's Day, I wanted to wish you, those who are mothers, those who are godmothers, those who are adoptive mothers, those who are foster mothers, those who are godmothers, those who are aunts who are raising these kids as mothers, those who are inclusive in a village. We appreciate you. I appreciate you, and we thank you for being part of this journey with us. So we appreciate you. We love you. Enjoy your Mother's Day, and thank you so much for choosing life. Bye.